Well, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Today we have some exciting plans and we're going to go to a glacier entrance that we have never been to before.
Glacier National Park.
Yes, correct, Glacier National Park. So we've been through many glacier, we've been through St. Mary's, and we've been to the west entrance, West Glacier, the main one that people go to, but this time we are going to the North Fork entrance, which conveniently is about 12 minutes from our Airbnb right now.
And a pretty remote entrance that very few people actually go to because it's so far up here.
Yeah, I think I read somewhere it's like less than 10% of the people that visit the park even come up here, because for most people it would take like an hour and a half drive, but we did that drive just to get to the house.
Last time you saw us, we were going on the lookout for some animals. Unfortunately, we did not find any animals yesterday.
No.
And we forgot to film an ending to the video because we had a car issue in the middle of nowhere with no service. So.
Yeah, when you get a check engine light and you're in the middle of nowhere, you treat it a little bit more seriously than you would when you're next to a gas station. So we just headed back to the house. It's just a fuel mixture issue. Not that anybody cares about that detail. The car is not going to fall apart. But we did spend the rest. Yeah, we did spend the rest of the evening on our porch here, and we watched a couple of deer play for what felt like hours. So that was fun. That was pretty enjoyable.
Little baby deer.
Yeah. So I think we're going to head to the North Fork. I think our goal is to get to Bowman Lake for sure. There's another lake up north called Kintla, pardon me. Not sure if we'll get up there or not. We've heard some sketchy things about the road. So we'll bring y'all along and see what we see today. Well, after a few bumpy minutes on a road, we have made it to the incredible Bowman Lake.
It's very pretty. It's very large.
There's some people paddleboarding on it, which is crazy because I think it's a little bit too cold for me to accidentally fall into the water.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're new to paddleboarding, I probably wouldn't recommend it today because it's a little chilly.
This is a gorgeous lake. It's so giant, and this is a glacial lake because we are in Glacier National Park. So I think it's like 400 feet deep. Mm-hmm. It's not like outrageous or anything, but this is pretty much like the first lake that you kind of have access to in the North Fork. There's a ton of mosquitoes, so sorry that we're a little bit twitchy, but yeah, really, really pretty. Well, you don't get this every day. They were out here the entire time until I pulled the camera out. we have made it to a lake that we did not expect to make it to today.
Kintla Lake.
Which is way up. The inside North Fork Road turns into this, and this is the only place that you go. So this is as far north on the North Fork that you can go with a vehicle.
People said the road was really scary, and it wasn't scary at all, so I'm not sure what they were talking about.
Yeah, some of the older reviews said that, like, if it rains a lot, it's a nightmare, and you're, like, sliding off the road, and the last mile is terrible, but it was totally fine.
Like, there are some, like, tight turns where you might come across another vehicle, but as long as you're paying attention, it really wasn't scary at all.
I think the Hornets Creek Road we were on the other day was much scarier than this one. But yeah, this has actually only been open for a couple of weeks. They got it all cleared out, and this is incredible. So this, I'm trying to point in the camera, it's kind of hard for me. That's Mount Kintla, that's the peak right there, and on the other side is the glacier. Now I was hoping we could see the glacier from here, but we did read online that you either have to hike or float 3 miles in that direction before you can even see it. So
I'm about to take off and go swimming, guys, so
well,
meet you over there.
That's not going to happen, but we do have bear spray.
We have not seen a bear yet today.
Not
or
today.
Anything.
Not a deer. We did have a ground squirrel on the hood of the car. Insert that footage right here. That was fun. Yeah, this is incredibly peaceful. There's a flock of, I'm not sure if they're geese or loon out there that are really cool, but yeah, we did not think we were going to get up here. Incredible. How was it?
It was a lovely experience. Better than the last one.
We've made it back to the house after exploring the inner North Fork of Glacier National Park. We got to see those 2 incredible lakes and saw some beautiful scenery. Saw a ton of deer, a ton of ground squirrels, but that's pretty much it on the animal spectrum. Not much.
Sad.
But it was in the middle of the afternoon, so that's not really like peak animal time. We did go to the Polebridge Mercantile, like you guys saw. We probably spent a little bit too much money. Sorry, the mosquitoes are coming out really bad, so I'm going to try to cut quickly. But what they're super famous for is their Huckleberry Bearclaw. And this one in particular is cool because they actually cut it to give it a bunch of toes. This is like, not world famous? Like people come up to go to get this.
Yeah, it's like the thing to get at the Polebridge Mercantile.
And it's baked fresh every morning. So, we got to see what this is all about. You want the first bite?
You go first.
Huckleberry Bearclaw from the Polebridge Mercantile.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it's awful. Don't come get one. Oh, that's really good. If you've never had a huckleberry, it's similar to a blueberry, but very tart. And it's completely stuffed. The mosquitoes are big here. Yeah, that is incredible. Have another bite.
Yeah, very good. I would get another one of those.
Yeah, probably get 30 more of those.
Sadly, today is our last full day in Montana. We are leaving bright and early tomorrow morning and beginning our road trip back across the country to Virginia. So we've got 3 days on the road.
3 full days.
So you'll see that in an upcoming video. But we hope you enjoyed watching and exploring Montana with us. I think we'll probably be back here.
This is one of our favorite states.
Montana.
Yeah, it's one of our absolute favorite places.
We want to come back for longer next time. It's never long enough here.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all on the road.
Present day Andrew here. I'm currently editing this final Montana vlog, and I just wanted to hop in and say that there will be no other vlog driving across the country. We had planned to film ourselves and to make a few stops on those 3 days of driving, but honestly the first day we got a little bit of a late start and we drove for like 17 hours. The next day it was like 15 hours. The next day it was like 13 hours. So we just decided to kind of put the pedal to the metal and just get home since we were all so exhausted. But I did want to mention that we stopped in Montana to get Riley her Montana French fry, of course. So here is the footage of Riley getting that French fry. Well, long time no see.
Long time.
We have been driving since 6 a.m. It is 2 p.m. We are still in Montana. We still have 2 more hours in Montana. In case you're not familiar with the state, it is a very, very wide state. And on our 14-hour drive today, we will be in 2 states. That's it. That takes 14 hours to cross Montana and North Dakota.
Don't even know where we are.
Don't have any idea. Fun fact, we are on US Route 2. We got on US Route 2 just south of Glacier National Park, and we are on that literally all day. 850 miles.
Just a straight shot.
On a 2-lane US highway through very rural northern Montana. It's a cool drive. Eastern Montana is not the same as Western Montana. A little more agriculture in this side of town. But we have to make a very important stop before we leave Montana for our Riley girl to enjoy another state French fry.
We have stopped at Flip's Burgers and Treats in Glasgow, Montana. Not really much cool information about it, but there was few and far between places to choose from.
I think this is like one of the first restaurants that's not a McDonald's that we've seen all day long, and so yeah, I would love to know.
They get very good reviews. People,
oh yeah,
and it's like all like locally sourced like beef and stuff for their burgers.
Yeah.
And, so I'm sure it's very good.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. We also got some chicken, but that's beside the point. We're all here for Riley's French fry. Riley girl, you ready? This is your Montana French fry from Flip Burgers and Treats in Glasgow, Montana.
She said, tastes like a locally grown potato to me.
That's right.
That's the third fry on this trip.
Yeah. What'd you think? You okay with that? I do want to shout out Riley girl. She is literally one of the best traveling puppies. Now we are a little bit partial because we enjoy her. We left, like I said, a little after 6 a.m. this morning. She hasn't whined. She hasn't begged for food. She's literally been asleep since we left like 8 hours ago or however long it's been. So good job, Riley girl, for being a good puppy.
She said, okay, goodbye.
Yep, she's making her exit.
We're a little camera shy today.
Yeah, so we have many hours left. We had some like roadside stops that we were thinking about doing.
We had a rock we were going to stop at. We decided to bypass that.
Yeah, it's called Sleeping Buffalo Rock. It's supposed to look like a sleeping buffalo. Saw it from the side of the road. It's kind of hard to want to do a lot of stuff when you just have so many hours left on a road trip.
Yeah, when it already says when you leave the house you're going to get somewhere at like 9 p.m.
Yeah, so we'll get there like...
I just want to keep driving, but we'll see if we stop.
We'll get there like 9 or 10 tonight, and I think we leave at like 5 a.m. tomorrow morning to go to the next house. So this is the downside of road trips, is having to do it this way, but we still have fun. So, if something exciting comes across, we'll show you. And if not, we'll see you when we get to Grand Fork, North Dakota. Right on the border of Minnesota with North Dakota. I'll never do that again, I'm sorry.
Thanks for watching Riley Roams. Click subscribe to keep up with all of our latest travels, and don't forget to click that like button too.